Hi Sagittarius, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from Later Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? So Sagittarius, how are you guys doing? I really miss doing your readings, because a part of it, because I'm a Sagittarius myself and I've been MIA from YouTube for almost a year now and I miss it, but there's something in my life that needs to be sorted out. I'm really sorry about that, but yeah, I'm back. Hopefully for good. So, how are you? As usual, guys, this is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? What? What you don't see coming, Hermit, and also the Five of Swords in upright position. This is interesting because your overall energies, you have the Strength. Strength card looks very good, on the surface, but the question that needs to be asked is, like, what happened so that you would need to exercise your strength? Correct? One of your biggest challenges, you have the Nine of Cups. One of your biggest challenges has a lot to do with you understanding what is it that makes you feel fulfilled, is going back to oneself. Is the question that you need to be asking yourself has a lot to do with, have you been focusing on other people instead of you? Has every kind of like decisions that you've been making in your life, has it always been about other people or has it been about you? Do you even know yourself? Do you even like yourself? That's the question with the Nine of Cups, okay? We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles and you also have the King of Pentacles. I feel that there's something here that you guys have been working on and you were kind of like projecting it, or you're kind of like envision it to be something of a long term. Okay, you could be working in regards to your career, your study, businesses, or money, but there's something here that you guys were putting in like a lot of work in. Eight of Pentacles in this beautiful deck of mine is very, very interesting because it's like, yeah, it's like you've been doing it all day, all night. Now, in the past, this person's energy, they have the Five of Cups and they also have the King of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign here, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But I feel that with this person, there's something about them looking at the spilled milk, looking at how things went wrong or how things are bad, instead of remembering of the things that are good. Because in traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, you would have one person staring at those three spilled cups, forgetting that there are two cups behind him, right? And I feel that this person's energy was like that in the past. Now, in the present moment, you have the Death and you also have the Devil. This week is going to be very important for you, Sagittarius, because of these major arcana. Every time major arcana shows up in a reading, it signifies a chapter. It signifies a divine guidance for you in a way that there's something here that needs to be transformed. I want to clarify what that is. Now, from this person's side, you have the Five of Pentacles and they also have the Three of Cups. There's something about them feeling a bit like rejected, abandoned, things being not really fair. But whoever it is that you're dealing with, they do like the companionship aspect of the relationship. I'm going to clarify this in a while. Now, in the future, you have the Chariot and you also have the Seven of Cups. I see you, because right now you're standing still, right? Especially with the Strength card. There is a situation that makes you stand still. Things that are happening in your life making you be stand still. So unlike Sagittarius, because Sagittarius likes movement, right? But in the future, I feel that movement is starting to come. After this transformation period, the movement starts to come with the Chariot. You became much more certain and decisive in which directions in which you want to go to. There is a bit of confusion in terms of, but I don't think that you're going to be deciding though. especially with the Seven of Cups right here. You're not going to be deciding anything. You're just going to be like, I'm just going to go to that horizon. I know that there's going to be a plethora of options towards me, and I'm going to go there. I'm not going to be deciding. Okay? You're not going to stand still. In the future, from their side, they have the High Priestess, and they also have the Three of Swords. There's something here about this person, whoever it is that you're dealing with, being in pain. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Okay, let's clarify this Five of Pentacles from their side and the Death card from your side. Okay, clarify the Death from your side. Oh. So that Five of Cups energy in the past that I told you about, whoever it is that you're dealing with has this tendency of looking at the negative instead of the positive, is still being carried towards in the present moment. So the Five of Cups shows up again, okay? There is this quite especially with the Five of Swords, it's like I'm tired of looking at those spilled milks. I just want to get it over and done with so that I could have a peace of mind with the Four of Swords right here. So from your side with the Death card clarified by the Devil, the King of Cups, and also the Ace of Wands. Let me see. I think I get it. But let me see. Clarify the Three of Cups first. So you're going to be, one of the reasons why you're kind of like standstill right now is because you're being pulled into two different directions. It's either you're dealing with two different people, or it's just a situation where you gotta make a choice. You gotta make a choice in terms of like, is the way I did things in my past for years and years has been how the result was it something that makes me happy or not? And if it's not, that means that there is a certain things that I need to be changing. Have you been attracting similar energy just with different names? That kind of like situation, you know what I mean? Because I feel that there's something here about you needing to let go of a certain aspect or a certain pattern of yours in order to be attracting something that is better of you. And that could indicate, or that could mean, how you view people, how you view things, how you decide on who you give your energy to, who you allow to be in your life. Like those kind of things are something that is being extremely emphasized for you this week. Okay? Because it's like the divine is really wanting you to go to a path that is very beautiful. But as usual, this devil is whispering behind this King of Cups and be like, nah, it's scary, Sagittarius. That way is kind of like scary. You never experience it. And, stay here with us, kind of like that. But you're kind of like done with this Nine of Wands energy in reverse, especially where it's very coming and going, where everything is chaotic and stuff like that. And a part of you really wants to move forward and be like, let's try something new. Let's try a new approach. Let's try a new mindset. Let's try a new perspective. Let's try to attract different kind of people, like those kind of things. But then, the devil is right here. Our patterns. Now, in the present moment, the Three Cups clarified by the Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and also the Knight of Cups. There is an offer coming in here, Sagittarius. Could be coming from an earth, water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Libra. But for some reason, you're just not, I don't know, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like, undecided. It's like 25% of you is interested in that, but yet 75% of you is more interested in, I want to change. I want some changes. It's not because you need changes of scenery, but it's just like you want to change the story of your life. You know what I mean? You kind of like want to change the chapter. Okay, let's clarify the future. It almost seems to me as if like there's someone whispering in your ear to do that too. So, you know, for you, you could actually be talking to people that are close to you. It could be a family member or friends. There is like, no, like, try to do things differently. Try to match different energies and stuff like that. Okay, let's clarify the future. Yeah. This kind of like reminded me of, yeah, because, you know, I'm going to give you an example. If you're used of being in a relationship that is very chaotic or is very roller coasterish, right? If your next relationship or if your current relationship doesn't provide you with that, it will feel awkward. It will feel, this doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? There was a client of mine who, she came to me and like she was dealing with 3 different people. These 2 guys, they're very like consistent, they're very available and stuff like that, but she wasn't interested with these people. And there's this one guy who isn't available for her, who is clearly not that interested in her in comparison to these 2 other guys, but yet she's attached to that person. Why? It's because that's the kind of love that she used to know. You know? And this is your, and I think you're understanding this, Sagittarius. I think I don't need to tell you about this because I think this is something that you begin to understand, you know, because you want to change the story. You want to change your life story here. And I do see you getting what you want in the future, but again, it almost seems to me as if like you're shocked and you're like with the 8 of Swords, oh shit, like this is really something that I want. You know what I mean? I was in a very serious relationship 3 years ago, and I remember the feeling of entering that relationship. It was like, wow, this feels so different. But after like 6 months of being in there, like this is the happiest relationship I've ever been in. And so I kind of understand the future in a way that whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest is going to come. So you got to be careful what you wish for because it's going to come, but it's not going to be familiar. Okay. Because it's not going to be the kind of love that you used to know. It's not going to be the same story that you used to know. So it's going to feel different. It's going to feel almost like you're shocked, like, wow, like kind of boring, but there's little things that you're going to be surprised as well. Okay? Now, from this person's side, they have the High Priestess, clarified by the King of Swords, the World, and also the Queen of Wands. So if you're single and ready to mingle, you're going to be meeting somebody who's very highly spiritual and who knows what they want. But the thing about them is that because they know what they want, they're very like, you know, I don't play. This is what I want. They could have Capricorn in their chart or air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or fire. At first, it's going to excite you. Like, yeah, you know, this is what I wanted. This is what I was trying to manifest. This is what I've been praying for. But yeah, it's going to feel a bit unfamiliar with the Tower and 8 of Swords. Like, oh, is it really what I want? Like, you're going to be questioning that. Okay, let me clarify the Three of Swords from their side in the future. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I noticed being a Sagittarius is that I am a very powerful manifester when I want something. You know, like I swear to God, like ever since I was young, like every time I want something, like I don't even need to put like hard work into it. Every time I just know that I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? You're a very powerful manifester. Careful what you're manifesting. Okay. Make sure that you're ready for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Because if you're not ready and you bail out in the last second, you could actually be hurting people. And you're going to be carrying like bad karma for you. Okay? Because I do see an offer coming through for you in the future that, again, initially is going to make you happy. Initially is going to be like, yay, I'm getting what I want, right? But then you got cold feet here. Careful what you wish for, because you just might get. Okay, let's pull some advice card for you here, Sagittarius. Ten of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and also the Five of Pentacles in upright position. Yeah. So this is the After Tarot deck, so it's going to be very different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, okay? But with this Nine of Pentacles, in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, I'm not sure I have it right here, but in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, this woman is wearing gloves when she's touching those grapes. Now she's braver and she's taking off her gloves and she's actually touching the grapes with her bare hands, okay? There's something about you being very brave in terms of confronting what type of fear do you have when it comes to relationship? And really confronting that. Okay? Because it's time for change. And in order for us to change or to experience some sort of changes, we gotta be brave in doing something that is entirely different, which I do see is going to happen to you in the future. But you gotta be brave. And whenever those doubts starts to come into your mind, ask yourself, is this my attachment style trying to stop me in forming a connection? Or is it really something that makes sense for me to push these people away? Okay? These are the kind of things that you need to start asking your questions to yourself in the future. So I think that is it from reading for you here, Sagittarius. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys have been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.